The United Nations.
January 1st, 1942, Roosevelt and Churchill were the first to bring up the idea of the United Nations with 26 other states because the League of Nations failed miserably. This is because they allied with the Axis powers, Germany, Japan, and Italy, during World War II.
It was replaced by the League of Nations to maintain national peace. The 5 Security Council members were France, the Republic of China, Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, and the United States. This is also known as the Big Five.
The goals of the United Nations were to prevent future war, reinstate human rights, and also to create equal rights for all people, and to support justice, freedom, and social progress for every member of its states. There are 3 main branches that make up the United Nations. They are the Security Council, which maintains peace and security, General Assembly, which is the deliberate assembly, and lastly, the Secretariat, which provides information and facility needed for the United Nations. The United Nations started in October 1945 in San Francisco with originally 50 representatives.
They were in San Francisco during the United Nations Conference to create the United Nations Charter. Due to the Cold War, it affected the Security Council of the United Nations between the USSR and the other 4 states in the UN. The Security Council was heavily deformed because of the USSR rejecting their votes 75 times and 78 times by the end of 1955.
The General Assembly met in London in January 1946 to discuss atomic energy commissions to eliminate all weapons, including the atomic bomb. There were several attempts presented by the U.S. to the United Nations to define a policy on the control of atomic energy. However, the Soviet Union declined both of the plans because it would have ended the Soviet nuclear program.
The members of the United Nations have been working to keep peace and security for all people around the world throughout the years. The United Nations has a big role in charitable aid and also has become a huge impact on human rights. The United Nations also assists new and developing countries and countries affected by war.